Welcome everybody. A brand new game, therefore a brand new series. Call of Cthulhu. I have been watching this one for quite some time and hoping that it is, and most of all, a lot of fun. I read the book, well, the short novel back when I was, 13, 14, back in year 8. And absolutely loved it. Probably need to reread it just to get my head around some of the concepts, but I do remember the majority of it. But I'm looking forward to it, so we may as well get into it. I hope you enjoy it. I know I'm looking forward to it. Boston, 1924. Edward Pierce, veteran of the First World War, drowns his memories in liquor and sleeping pills. He is now a private detective who has trouble finding a case able to lift him from his torpor. Pierce must find a new case quickly or risk losing his license. Enter madness. Oh, that's pretty rank. Guts everywhere. Hello, Sharky. Passed out. Where the hell are we? Oop. I'm inverted the wrong way. Let's quickly change that. Yes, I'm one of those people that inverts the y-axis. Okay, much better. Look at the detail. That music is pretty creepy. Very haunting. Ooh, dead sea life. A couple of sharks. A few sharks. There was one big one back here where we woke up. Do we go through there or through here? Don't think so. There's a chain. Nope. Okay. Do we go through here? Normally you can't climb over rocks that size in games. I suppose in this one you can. Another chain. Oop, not crouch. Alright, so we possibly need to get through that door. You must light up some items in order to interact with them. Okay. How do we do that? Ah. Ooh, it's like high beams. Couple of crates. Ooh, what was that? Did we get in the boat? Nope, doesn't appear so. What is that stuff? That's in the boxes. I'm not getting in the water. Right, we had to light something up. Ah, pair of bolt cutters. Now we can get through. Snippety snip.
In my
Whoa.
wake, pulled along. Fate inescapably draws you on.
Okay, fate is drawing me on. We cut them? Nope. So we're in some giant cavern with lots of dead creatures, sea life.
What a putrid offering.
There's a shark and a killer whale. Oh, that's pretty nasty. Oh, very nasty. Look at that. And another one. Someone likes to catch and not throw back.
You have been chosen.
Follow the path. That looks blocked. Nope.
Behold. Everything has already been written.
The hell is going on?
Perhaps you will attempt to change your destiny.
Oh, a dream.
I hate whiskey.
You hate whiskey.
I wonder why I still take these things.
The doctors prescribed them when I returned from the war. They swore they would put an end to the nightmares, but for a while now their effect has been wearing off. Uh-huh. So what the hell happened before? Some octopus-looking creature killed a faceless cop. Oh, we need a drink. Drink. This will affect your destiny. Well, why did you tell me that? Before I took a drink. Probably still would have had a drink anyway. Right, so this is the office.
Been a while since I jotted down something other than my nightmares.
Peace Investigations Agency. The doctor can well repeat to me that I no longer need my remedy to keep my memories at bay, but I know that if I stop, the memories will return. One of these mornings I probably won't wake up. Despite the treatment, I again hear voices in my dreams, but they are different, unknown. They seem to be surface from unfathomable and ancient depths. What nameless creature is calling me? Okay, I stuffed up a little bit there, but that's alright. So we have the case, our mission, mental trauma. Oh, we have skill points. No, we don't. Yes, we do. 6. Character points, maybe? Dark water. Don't have any clues. Places. Oh, his investigation agency. Okay. That would make sense, since that's where we are.
A good old story of blackmail in a speakeasy.
The bar owner who hired me didn't like the way I closed this case, but when you're already outside the law, there's not a lot one can do against a private detective who's got proof against you. Didn't like the way I shot the case. Okay.
Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology.
Mustn't have gone his way then. Ooh, big map.
I should get rid of all this stuff.
Is this World War I stuff, or is this investigation stuff? Investigation, I would imagine. Oh, it's a bit quiet without it. Oh, it doesn't go back on. Ooh. Hello?
I'm listening.
Are you Edward Pierce, private investigator contracted by the Wentworth Detective Agency?
That's correct.
Hello, Mr. Pierce. I'm Lucy Sherifield, in charge of investigators over at Wentworth. I'm calling because of a problem with your file. A fire has destroyed some of our documents.
Is that right?
I'm so very sorry, but I have to collect your personal information yet again.
Allocate character points. Strength represents your ability to call on your physical power. Proving this skill increases your chances of forcing doors or mechanisms. Spot hidden represents your ability to find hidden objects. Let's give 1 to strength. Eloquence represents your ability to influence those by talking. Okay. Spot hidden represents your ability to find hidden objects. Okay. Let's improve spot hidden. Oh, it leveled up. I think we need to invest in investigation. We have 4 points left. Psychology, knowledge of the human behavior. Understanding motivation of speech. Occultism. And chances determining the use and origin of things. Medicine. Increases your chance of determining the dosage of a drug. Will we need that? Do we do many drugs? I think investigation. A little bit of strength. Oh dear. Eloquence. Because we need to talk to people a lot, I would imagine. And that would just about do it.
Thank you for this information, Mr. Pierce. Our files will soon be up to date.
No worries.
On a related matter, may I raise a sensitive question?
What's wrong?
As you know, we wish to closely monitor the progress of our contractors. And it would seem you've been accepting fewer new cases.
Work is scarce.
Mr. Pierce, you know as well as I do, there's never been more investigative work than now.
But are those cases worth it?
They're worth not losing your license. Show yourself worthy of the Wentworth Detective Agency, and we might keep you on the payroll. Mr. Pierce, are you still...
I'm coming.
Okay, so we only seem to take cases we find worthy.
Sir, I came here on the advice of a person whom I hold in high esteem, and I must say that I expected anything but a drunkard's lair.
You're free to leave anytime, sir.
Huh.
Do you know to whom you speak?
Stephen Webster, industrialist and art collector. All of Boston knows you.
Tell me, Mr. Pierce, are you capable of handling a new case, or are you simply a deadbeat inebriate?
Oh,
If you
brutal.
come to me, it means you're desperate.
Nobody believes me. They take me for an old fool. Sarah, my little girl, she is dead. Even you must know of her. She was Sarah Hawkins.
The painter? Yes. Everyone knows her work.
The police accuse her of killing her family. They all died in a fire. Sarah, her husband, and Simon, my grandson.
I can't do anything for a woman who is already dead.
Find out the truth. They say she was mad, but I know that's a lie. She would never have done such a thing.
But if you have no proof...
I've brought all that I have. Look. I want you to look carefully at this painting. Tell me all the assumptions that come to mind.
It's pretty horrific. It does not look like a nice painting.
What am I supposed to find?
Tell me if this is the work of madness. Or if, on the contrary, you manage to detect some logic, a rationality to follow so that I may understand it.
Is that all you want from me?
Yes, please.
All right. I'll look at your picture. That's all you've got? The painting?
I placed a file on your desk. It contains everything I have on the affair.
Well, let's have a look at the file. Your notebook details your current objectives. A strange picture painted by Sarah Hawkins a short while before her tragic death, was sent to her father just after the artist died. He is convinced that she is the sender. He bought me the painting so I could examine it. Stephen Webster, the wealthy industrialist, came to my office. He wants me to reopen the Sarah Hawkins case named after his daughter, who died in a fire with all her family. I must examine the documents he compiled in order to know more about the case. Yeah. So she died in a fire. He wants me to check it out.
A warehouse on Darkwater. Some sketches of the Hawkins family. Rather thin.
A shipping label. Some of it is unreadable, but I can make out part of the address. Warehouse 36, Darkwater. The police report. It says that the fire started in the dining room and claimed the whole family. The police decide on a domestic accident, but they nevertheless insist on Sarah Hawkins' mental fragility. Why? A press cutting. An article written about the marriage of Sarah and Charles Hawkins, a businessman from the island of Darkwater. File on Sarah Hawkins. Let's check out this painting.
What's this symbol on the man's chest? It's as if Sarah Hawkins breathed a message into it.
So, Mr. Pierce, what do you make of these elements?
I don't know, I looked at it for 2 seconds. We did unlock you shouldn't take this painting lightly. Something's not right with this story. Where did she live? We know where she lived.
The sender's label mentions Warehouse 36.
That's right. It came with Sarah's last painting.
And you think your daughter could have been the sender?
That is what you must find out. Go to Darkwater. Find Warehouse 36.
Let's go with the unlocked
meaning
option.
Could be exactly as it appears. I think your daughter is sending you a message.
That's what I believe, too. It was 3 months ago that I received the call from the police telling me of my daughter's death. And yet a short while after, this painting was delivered to my home. The painting is linked to this case, can't you see? You must find the meaning behind all this.
Where did she live? Well, let's go through them all.
You must tell me if what the police suggest about the mental state of your daughter is true.
No. Sarah had visions. Everyone knew that. She never would have hurt a fly. She only thought she saw things.
Saw things? What do you mean by that?
I never knew what she meant by that. My daughter was an enigmatic figure, Mr. Pierce. You must find out the truth about her life and death.
Something's not right with this story.
Darkwater? Never heard of the place. Where is that?
It's a small, remote island off the coast of Boston. Sarah lived there with her son and her husband.
I suppose you want to ship me off there.
Darkwater holds the secret regarding my daughter, Mr. Pierce. You must uncover it.
Only one option left.
Her husband was a big deal on the island. But the police are sticking to the accident theory. Though they mentioned Sarah's mental state was fragile. I believe you are right, sir. This case is not as simple as it appears.
I am aware of that. I believe there is more to this case than just an accident.
Alright, that's all the information I need.
I think I'm beginning to understand.
I'm willing to do anything for my daughter to recover her honor.
Quiet down. I'm on your side. Let's sum things up. An artist dies with her family in a house fire. Your only clue is a sort of promontory painting sent from Darkwater right before her death.
Correct. And the rumors about her supposed folly.
Which you don't totally deny.
Find that warehouse. Find out the truth regarding Sarah Hawkins' death. You'll be handsomely compensated.
All right. I'll take the case. I'll go to Darkwater and look into the death of your daughter.
Thank you, Mr. Pierce. I didn't expect any less coming from a man in your situation.
Something's queer. But it's not like I have a choice.
Alright, can we
Darkwater.
keep investigating?
I think I've got a book on the married woman runs off with her girlfriend. The husband couldn't understand it.
The husband never understood that his wife had left him. He kept calling on me weeks after the investigation had been closed.
Darkwater is off the coast of Boston. But I've never heard of it. According to this book, it was often mentioned during whale hunting times at the end of the 19th century. But it seems to have been shunned since then. All I have to do is go to the port. I just hope that I can find a boat able to take me to Darkwater. I used to be an avid reader. The Wentworth Agency doesn't attract top-notch cases. The Lost Battalion. Holding your position and obeying orders. That isn't courage.
Almost there. Stay on board. There's guys coming to unload. Welcome to Darkwater Island, Mr. Pierce.
Why, thank you, Captain Fitzroy.
So, what wind brought you?
Does the Hawkins case mean anything to you?
A sad story that we would all prefer to forget. Charles Hawkins may have been a landlubber, but he was a good man.
And his wife, Sarah Hawkins.
A nice young woman, and a great painter. What a tragedy. You know what? Go have a drink at the Stranded Whale. What you need is a good pick-me-up. Mitchell may not be very welcoming, but his bar holds a surprise for you. As for me, you'll find me at the Harbor Master's office. If it's the Hawkins family that brings you here, I have a pile of documents that should interest you.
Understood. I'm going for a look around the docks.
Alright, we're free to roam around. What the hell is that giant whale? Is it a whale? On the approaches to... well, where are we? Darkwater docks. On the approaches to Darkwater, I saw thick clouds masking the sky. It's very foggy here.
Please move back. Let the police do their work. Hey, Sullivan. Can't you go any faster?
You've seen how old this thing is. If we force it too much, we'll break everything.
The same goes for you, sir. Move along.
To ask about Warehouse 36. Totally out of your depth now.
I'm looking for this address. Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
Ah. And so who are you?
I didn't introduce myself. Edward Pierce, private detective.
In any case, it's not very important. I can't answer that.
You can't? Or you don't want to?
Oh, no. I'm not getting into those games, me. Now, please, allow me to do my job.
You don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
You can see that I'm busy, can't you?
You can't understand. You're not
Officer
seeing.
Bradley.
Oh, yeah. It's a sign.
The blood is just beginning to coagulate. It died a short time ago. Only a specialist would know what killed it.
There's some big injuries.
Beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy. They're cops.
Look at
they
that.
Can't understand. You can't understand. You're not seeing.
Alright, let's go over this way. We've got the pub and we've got the harbour master. And a group of dudes down here. Don't know if they're friendly or not.
Sort out. Your chum wanted to stir us up.
There's nothing for you here
stay to
either.
watch if you want.
Beat it.
Pick up.
Okay, unfriendly.
Come on, you bastard. You'll see what a true sailor.
Let's check out the bar. Surely there's some friendly types inside the bar. Hello? Hello? Nope, no one wants to talk. Ooh, it's a dreary looking place. Let's go inside.
Hey, be careful. Let's get him another drink. He's dry.
In my bar, we don't serve troublemakers.
I'm not a troublemaker. It wasn't me looking for it. Didn't show respect. I didn't look for it.
Yet you served this man, and you can't say he's been on his best behavior.
Huh.
He's a regular. It was you who provoked him by turning up with your mainland manner.
Oh, that's good logic.
You mistake my manner. I ask nothing more than to become a regular as well, which will be difficult if you refuse to serve me.
I hope you're less talkative when you're drunk.
Most
Try me.
likely. Most likely.
We'll see.
Captain Fitzroy told me about a little pick-me-up.
You want a drink?
Yes. Yes, I do.
I wouldn't say no to a glass.
Try this.
Now, is this going to change my fate? Nope.
I think we'll get along well.
Nothing else? Anything else? Yes, there is. I'm looking for warehouse, no prohibition. Let's find out about Sarah.
The stranded whale. I guess this bar has been here a long time.
What can I tell you? I'm a nostalgic sort of guy. The name, it reminds us of the golden age of dockwater, when our whalers left for long months and came back sweating and stinking of the oil and flesh of the whales they'd been hunting.
It was a tough time, all the same.
Ah, but steeped in glory. We've never known such wealth since then.
Tell me about Sarah.
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paintings. Never understood why. Then, I don't want to speak ill of the dead.
It's not speaking ill if it's true.
Her vision. Was it so terrible?
Way I see it, the truth is really a question of point of view.
What do you mean by that?
Do you still trust the truth after a bottle of whiskey?
Fair enough. It's true they were strange, enough said about.
Her style made her famous. How would you describe it? Tortured?
Yeah, well, it wasn't normal. I mean, for a young woman with a child and all that. We saw them in the papers and we said to ourselves, who can paint such things? Is that how she sees the world?
So they made you feel uncomfortable.
You need to see them for yourself. Make up your own mind.
I've got what I need.
Anything else?
No, we've done everything. Asked everything. Or have we?
Do you know where this place is? Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
The Hawkins warehouse. I see, yeah. If I were you, I wouldn't hang around there.
Why not?
Why not?
Ooh,
First off, there are rumors. Sailors from around here say you can hear noises coming from the warehouse at night. Screams, that sort of thing.
Screams.
And that's not all. There's the fate of its owners and all the superstitions that go with it. But I'll say no more. Anything else?
no prohibition.
I didn't expect to find alcohol on this island. What's the source of this miracle?
You mean who? Our source of supply wouldn't like me to betray them to the first comer.
I'll tell nobody.
She'd know it anyway. Anything else?
He's already given us a clue.
That'll be all for now.
Can't talk to him. What does this say?
Charles Hawkins was a heavy drinker. And a debtor. Interesting.
Fair enough.
And then he said, "You have no right."
The miraculous catch. Apparently, the most significant event of the last 80 years.
The Cilia returns to port to save Darkwater from famine. We have given up hope. The crew of the Cilia, or what remains of it, returned to Darkwater port late on Tuesday afternoon. The locals immediately rushed to the docks to welcome the last whaling ship on the island. People were amazed at the sight of the unbelievable catch on the brave vessel. Of a size that went beyond that of the formidable toothed whales, that is already being called the miraculous catch, covered the whole deck and part of it were hanging over the side of the ship. The surviving sailors told a frightening account of their perilous catch, but also of its meat, unmatched in its quality and plentiful, nutritious benefits. There is no doubt that the immense size of this whale will allow numerous inhabitants of Darkwater to feed themselves, bringing an end to the famine. Right, so there's lots of... Mr. Marks is putting his warehouse up for rent from June. Lots of different articles. Hello.
Nightmares. Can hear things and voices whispering. Will follow its reader and appear at various locations.
Algernon Drake.
Gifted with its own consciousness. Until it finds a new reader.
I know that name. Why do I know that name?
Ah, that's it. Maybe we should let him take it. No, the risks are too high. It's a book, after all. Pure knowledge.
I will have to research that name. Algernon Drake. Hey, boys.
You like our song?
We're true sirens.
We may not be pros, but we give it all we've got.
That's true. It's a reminder of the time when we were still fishing for whales off Darkwater Island.
Is the end of whaling? What is
I've
this
never
song?
heard this song before.
Only people from here know it. It tells the story of the miraculous catch.
I saw the newspaper clipping. You don't believe it, do you?
Watch what you say, young man.
That catch saved our island.
Ah. Where's the proof?
We're the proof.
Without it, the whole of Darkwater would have died of hunger in 1847.
It's true. Everything happened just as it says in the newspaper report. Our grandparents tasted its flesh.
And it was delicious.
The end of whaling.
What brought whaling to an end?
The whales, of course.
They all disappeared.
You exhausted the stocks.
You could say that, yes. There were fewer and fewer of them.
Until the last, the biggest.
The one of the miraculous catch.
Exactly.
It doesn't seem to make sense if they're getting fewer and fewer.
I bid you farewell, gentlemen.
Wouldn't they
Good
be
night,
getting smaller?
stranger.
So long.
Because there's less of them to breed. I don't know. That's what I would think. Hello. It's down here first. Hello. Nice fire.
What you looking at, stranger?
Oh, friendly. Nothing. What's a woman like you doing in a place like this?
I've rarely seen a woman who can hold her liquor so confidently.
What gives you the right to judge me?
Ah, it was a compliment.
So what? Let me drink, stranger. I told you to beat it.
Ooh, she's a bit hostile. And the other option seems to be the door, which is locked. What's in there, I wonder? Let's go see the captain. He said to come and see him. He has documents about Sarah Hawkins and the family, maybe. The scenery here is really good. I'm quite impressed. Yes, it looks a bit older, but it has a certain charm. I just thought I'd come in the long way.
I wonder what Captain Fitzroy has got to say about this woman, Cat.
Captain, the terms of our agreement are clear. Keep your men under control. You cannot afford to provoke us. No need to answer this message. Just make your payment to the carrier. Cat. Fair enough. You got some sort of hustling deal going on.
The Scylla. It finished up beached at the entrance to the harbor. A souvenir from a more prosperous era. I guess this blackboard hasn't been wiped for more than 70 years.
Maritime
fishing
bank.
equipment. Could do with some rust remover.
Toilet. Let's have a brief look around before we go and talk to him. Medicine Volume 2. Yay! Ethics and good practice to medical staff. Learning of medicine. Want to be quite thorough if we can. There's a harpoon on the bench.
This man and Fitzroy could be twins.
In this photograph, a man who looks like Captain Fitzroy. Maybe it is Captain Fitzroy.
What a macabre souvenir.
Or a relative. Oh, it's a peg leg. Alright, let's talk to him.
I've brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you. But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck.
Okay, let's check out these papers.
These manifests are signed by Charles Hawkins. But that's all I'll get from them.
Only a few dates are still legible. 1890, 1907, and a partial date. The rest of the document is blacked out. Who would want this information to be hidden? Don't know. Not yet, anyway.
Broken. This place seems half abandoned.
I'd say pretty much fully abandoned.
From here, I see everything that goes on in the harbor. The hard-working lives of my sailors, the fights at the stranded whale. Even the antics of these wharf rats don't escape me.
It's you who lays down the law around here.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm just the last serving captain on Darkwater. Tell me what I can do to help you.
Documents are unreadable. Talk about Darkwater.
Their manifests have been blacked out. They're totally unreadable.
Yeah, I saw that. I've got no idea who did it or why. I don't remember having countersigned anything special enough for someone to hide it.
And why obliterate the dates, as well as the goods stored in the warehouse?
You mean that the dates have some meaning?
What did Charles Hawkins really do for a living?
I'm surprised Charles Hawkins had goods to store, knowing that whaling stopped in 1847.
I see that you're interested in the history of our island. Indeed, maritime activities ceased altogether at the end of the last century. I imagine that the Hawkins family had other types of contracts.
But you don't know with whom?
No, it was none of my business.
Let's work through all of these questions.
I'm looking for Warehouse 36. Do you know where it is?
Look, it's right there. The warehouse is opposite the jetty. You can't miss it.
Well, that's convenient.
Understood.
You know who the building belongs to, don't you?
Why didn't the cop tell us that?
It belonged to the Hawkins family.
Precisely. Ship owners from father to son.
I think that somebody here wanted me to search this warehouse.
Alright, where is the oh no. Talk about.
I was looking at your photograph. The one of the man in front of the boat.
Ah, yes, I can see the one you're talking about.
Interesting resemblance. I thought it was you, but with a wooden leg.
And for good reason. That's my father in the photograph.
Your father?
John Fitzroy, captain of the Scylla. His wooden leg is here. You can go and see it if you're interested.
Oh, we did. We saw it. Who's
I found
Cat?
a threatening letter, signed by a certain cat.
What? I don't mind you visiting my harbor master's office, but I'd prefer if you didn't go through my affairs.
Are you being blackmailed?
Not exactly, no. That shyster wants to make us pay protection money.
With any success?
I wouldn't say that, but she terrifies my men as much as her own.
Can you not do anything to stop her?
Don't you worry about that.
Killer whale.
I'm just back from the wharves. The dead killer whale is unsettling the sailors.
Ah, yes. Us men of the sea are superstitious folk.
What
Killer
would have killed
whales
it?
don't have many known predators.
That's true. And normally, they're not found around here. But, you're gonna take me for a fool.
Give it a try.
Have you heard about the depths? Trenches that plunge into the earth and that shelter creatures unlike any other.
You're talking about mythology.
Ha! Indeed, you're right.
Oh, one left.
The police took the decision to put the killer whale back into the sea.
You've got to understand them. They didn't know what to do with it.
I think that was a mistake. Who says that whatever caused those wounds is no longer in these waters?
You think we should have kept it?
To look into the real cause of its death, at least.
That makes sense. Study it, see what it was.
The miraculous catch. Is it a local legend?
Not at all. It's an episode from our glorious past. Go read the story of the sailor's return to Darkwater Harbor. It's displayed on a wall of the stranded whale.
I think we're done with you, Captain.
I shall be on my way.
We know where the warehouse
So
is
come
now.
back and see me when you've got something new.
Gained 1 character point. I really like the look of the world. Feels really good.
That's no way to treat an omen.
Oh, yeah. He's gonna get...
What could have done so much damage?
Yes, good question.
What could have done so much damage?
Ah, I thought there'd be
Don't
another
put that beast
another
back
comment.
in the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
They're cops. They can't understand.
Damn stupid idiots.
Forget it. Nobody listens to us anyway.
That's no...
You didn't tell me that the warehouse I was looking for was right in front of us.
Because its owner is dead. And I don't want to see you hanging around it. Now please, leave us to our work.
You can't understand.
Could have
Don't put
pointed
that piece
it
back
out
in the
at-
water,
out
you
at least.
shysters, you're crazy. They're cops. They can't understand.
And it's right there.
Stupid idiots.
What do we got here? A wharf. And one solitary fisherman. Hello, fisherman. Nope. No chatting. Man, that looks brutal.
You're not sailors. It's a sign.
What have we down here? A couple of little huts. Oh, beautiful.
There.
Anything good for us? Spot hidden skills.
Hello, old friend.
Got ourselves some liquor. I like that. Can we drink it? No, can't get into the others. The statue looks like it's been defaced. Nothing else down here except murky green water. Lots of algae. It's going to be a lot of searching around for items, I think, in this game. So far, I'm quite enjoying it. It has its own little unique feel. It's a bit quirky. And so far, I think we're going to keep going with it. I really like it. Weren't you the fisherman on the pier? Oh, the lighter sounds good too. Hey guys.
You live here?
Why did you do that, huh?
We saw what you did to St. Brendan.
What?
Yeah, we'll teach you to come onto our island and ridicule our protectors.
Who's St. Brennan? I didn't do it.
I've never heard of this saint. Is it a local belief?
But everyone knows St. Brendan, the Navigator.
He's the patron saint of whales and whalers.
What happened to the statue?
Go see for yourself. He's at the end of the jetty.
Oh.
There's you, our beloved statue, and then those two bozos behind us. Wait, now that I think about it, it's got to be them. There's one of them who's always going back and forth to the statue.
Quieter. That's all we need for them to hear us.
What brings you to Darkwater?
You saw the graffiti on it? Who are the
two guys behind you. What are they guarding?
The bootleggers. Scum.
They're protecting their territory. From whom, I wonder?
They really don't have a choice anyway. They're more scared of Cat than an attack by drunken sailors.
If only they would kill each other.
Huh. Who is Cat?
Is it Cat who's shaking down Captain Fitzroy?
Hold on just a minute. We didn't tell you a thing.
Nothing at all.
Fair enough.
That statue represents your local saint.
What do you mean by local, exactly?
You wouldn't be looking down at us, like all townspeople do.
St. Brendan. He protected whalers and fishermen like us. Until those assholes defaced him.
They must live here.
Peculiar house.
Yeah, that's where we live. Our boat.
It's not because it doesn't float anymore that we're going to abandon it.
Isn't it a bit early for alcohol?
We got nothing better to do anyway. There's not much work around here.
Fitzroy gives us a few chores every now and again, but since the whaling station shut down, ain't a lot of jobs left around here.
So we drink.
Sounds like a good pastime.
I've taken enough of your time.
We'll see you later.
It looks like someone has defaced this statue. We saw some green writing on it. Wonder if we can examine it. The old lighthouse out the back there. Can't even read. What does this say? Looks like, I don't know, gibberish. Runes.
St. Brendan, patron saint of sailors and travelers. Desecrated. I can't even say which language it's written in.
So it is a language, maybe. Maybe. Alrighty. I don't know what they expect me to do about it. But I think we'll head up here and we'll take a break. This has been a fun intro. And it feels like we're about to head into something. So we'll stop here and then we'll go and confront these two. But thank you for watching. I'm looking forward to it. Hope you enjoyed. Catch you next time.